Hello guys, welcome back to our tutorial. Today we're gonna look at how to configure default route in our network. Okay, we are having here we're gonna use this topology. In my previous video I made a tutorial on how to configure RIP version 2 using the same topology, as you can see from here. So in case you're looking at how to configure RIP version 2, you can check in my previous video in the YouTube, and then this time we are going to configure how to configure default route in our network. Okay, without wasting time, we are going to jump into configuration of this network, of these routers. We are going to configure this router we enter into the router, we enable config terminal, we give it a name, the host, which is we name this one again router 1. We give it a name, router 1. You can name it whichever name you want to give it to, but for this tutorial, for this video, we're gonna name it as router 1. Okay, we give and then line console 0, give password 3. This password is going to act as a security for whoever wants to log into your router without you knowing, and then want to change the configuration of your router. Okay, so by putting this password in the line console, it's going to restrict any intruder or any person who might want to fluke into your network, into your router, to change any settings in a router, because it will ask for this password. Now for our study purpose, we are going to put it as 123. We're gonna log in to enable it. Okay, we do right, that's we are saving it. So without wasting time, we are jumping into configuring our interface with an IP address interface, gigabyte 0/0. Here we are talking about this interface here, 0/0, which is pointing to this switch in this network here. Okay, so 0/0 IP address 192.168.10.1, subnet mask to that is 255.255.255.0. okay, we say no shut. You see it has changed to green from red. It has changed to green because I've unlocked the interface by using this command no shutdown. Okay, that's why it has turned to green, and even very soon this part here is going to turn to green. For the switch, there's no need for configuration, because a switch is just like a plug and play. Okay, so it's only the router that needs a configuration. Now you have configured this interface here, which is facing to the switch. You see, as you can see from here, it has turned to green. Okay, now remaining this interface, which is going to this other router. Okay, we say interface. We can see the serial, which number it's giving to is serial 0/3/1/0. Okay, so we say interface serial is 0/3/1, IP address 192.168.20.1. okay, this is the IP address we are assigning to this network. Okay, this line, this link between this router and this router. For them, they are also in a different network. Okay, so with the subnet mask 255.255.255.0, we're gonna say no shut. When I say no shut, as you can see from here, it's not turning to green because we have not yet configured into this we have not configured to this interface here. Okay, and we have not also configured the clock rate. But if you want to, for here, I know this is where you configure the clock rate. Just in case you don't know, you can say do show controllers Okay, so yes, as you can see, it's giving me this one here. So you can see if it's DCE, or this is where the clock rate is, okay, configured. Okay, so without wasting of time, I'm gonna exit it. I'm gonna say sorry, you can configure the clock rate, but now we can leave it clock rate. I can say which one should I choose? Clock rate, let's choose this one, which is 9600, for example. So we can say clock rate 9600. Okay, then we say do right, we're saving it. Okay, so here we are now done with this router, the configuration. Now we are now jumping into the other router, this one here. Okay, we also open this computer using the console cable over there in the terminal. We're entering, say enable. Let's proceed somewhere here so that we can also see our IP address that we are configuring, and then also the interfaces of the router. Okay, you say config T, give it a name, host. You say this one router 2, align console, align con 0, pass 1 2 3. Also again, login. We save it. We say interface gigabyte 0/0. You can see from here, this is the interface we are configuring right now from this router facing to this switch. Okay, interface gigabyte 0/0. We enter, we put the IP address 192.168.tare.1, subnet mask 255.255.255.0. You see no shut. You see it has also turned into green, from red to green, and this one here also very soon is going to be green because it's still provisioning. It's still trying to recognize that the interface is up now, so it's going to turn to green. Okay, now we are remaining with this interface serial 0/3/0. Okay, we say interface serial 0/3/0, IP address 192.168.20.2. Here, remember, we are using this network with .20.0. So before we had put here .20.1. Now for this interface, we're gonna put .20.2. Okay, so that's why we're putting this one here, 20.2. Then putting the subnet mask 255.255.255.0. When we say no shutdown, it's gonna turn to green. Okay, as you can see, it has turned to green already. So we save our configuration. Okay, now before we configure our default route, I want us to see, as I was saying before, I'm configuring the IP address 192. I'm assigning 168.10.2 default gateway 192.168.10.1. Okay, the same to this one, 192.168.10.3, 192.168.10.1. Okay, now remaining for this network also, this side here, we're going to assign the IP address to the computers 192.168.30.2 192.168.30.1 this is the default gateway. Now remaining the last computer, we are also giving it an IP address 192.168.30.3. okay, now remaining the default gateway 192.168.30.1. okay, we're good to go. So from here now we can see we are going to test the connectivity between these computers. As I said earlier on, for those of you who missed my last video, for these computers, this guy here can reach to this guy, okay, and this guy can reach to this guy. This guy also can reach to this guy. All these guys can reach to this guy here, this router. Also, these guys here can reach to this guy, this router here, okay? But these guys cannot reach to these guys in this router, in this network, okay? We are going to test. Also, this guy here can reach to his brother here, but these ones cannot reach to each other. We are going to test, okay? We are testing this guy to the brother. You can see it's successful, okay? They can communicate to each other. And then this one, we're checking to reach to the router. It's successful, okay? As you can see from here, it's successful, okay? Now also, this brother here, to reach to his brother here, so you see, it's successful. Again, now this brother with his brother here, let me first delete this one. This brother here, you can see it's successful, okay? Also, when you check these ones, they can reach to their mother is here. You can see it's successful, but this one cannot reach to each other, okay? As you can see, we're gonna test to this one. You see it has failed. When you test again to this one, another one, it fails, okay? Why? Because we have not configured a default route, okay? Now let's jump into our configuration of the default route, okay? We say IP, we say do so IP routes, okay? Okay, this is just a command to check the routes in the network, but we're gonna do like we say a router no, we're gonna say IP route. You say 0/0/0/0/0 0/0/0/0, okay? Then the IP address of the next hop. Here, when we talk about the IP address of the next hop, we are meaning the IP address for this router here, for this interface here, okay? For this interface 192.168.20.2, okay? We're good to go. We save, okay? Yeah, we're done. Now we're going to the other network, okay? We are assigning the default route, okay? We say IP route 0.0.0.0 space 0.0.0.0, then the IP address of the next hop, which is 192.168.20.1. Here, when we talk about the next hop IP address, we're talking about the IP address for this interface here, which is facing this router. Right now we are in this network. We are in this router here, okay? We're configuring this network, this router with a default route which is facing this, okay? Now that's why we are putting 0.0.0, and then the IP address of the next hop, which is for this one. Then we say enter, we say do right, okay? Now when we check our IP protocol, to show IP protocol, to show IP route, yes, okay, do right. Now let's test our connectivity, okay? We're testing our connectivity from this network to this network. You see, it's successful, okay? When we test again from this network, from this computer to this computer, it will fail for the first time, and then the second time it will be successful, okay? As you can see from here, the first time it had failed because it was still connecting, okay? So now the second time, as you can see, it's successful, okay? This one comes to our end of how to configure default route in our network, okay? Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and we meet again in our next tutorial. Bye.